To chat all things grain, we're joined by Tim Rhook from Ag Farm. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Very well, thanks. Thanks for joining us. What's been happening on the international and domestic markets over the past week?
Markets both globally and locally haven't seen any news supporting East Coast and South Australian values. Strength in currency over the past month made any real price rally fairly redundant. Over the past 48 hours, markets been fairly pressured on positive rainfall through the US. Since Saturday, we've seen our local wheat and barley numbers fall about $8. Biggest news this morning is the April USDA supply demand report.
And so what would you take out of that report? Any key points?
Yeah, fairly bearish report again this morning. Global ending stocks are at record large. US ending stocks for 15-16, they're the largest on record since 1987. Global wheat supplies raised another 1 million tonne, and that puts it at a record 733 million tonne. For oilseeds, it was a fairly neutral sort of report. Production was marginally higher, and ending stocks was a little higher as well. Onto the corn, global supplies a little higher. Global ending stocks for corn and that raised another 2 million tonne, and global corn production up another 2.5. So it doesn't paint a great picture going forward.
Yeah, can you bring us the good news, Tim? What are the prices doing in Victoria and South Australia for the old and the new crops?
Yeah, no worries. We'll touch on Melbourne. Over the last week, ASW delivered Melbourne was bid 275, while Central Victoria was seen at a 65. F1 barley delivered Melbourne is being bid about a 235, and into the Central Vic market, F2 delivered Central Vic was 210 with a $20 spread to F3. The old crop Melbourne APW market is 260 Melbourne track, H1 270 Melbourne track, ASW seen at a 255 to 260 Melbourne track, and the new crop APW bid has been seen around 265 Melbourne track. Respective of these values, the Adelaide track market is bid 8 to 10 lower than Melbourne.
Wow, so there's certainly no positive news, and we weren't probably expecting it going forward either. Still strong indications that pulses will be a main sowing option this year?
It seems that way with the Australian market set to have a record chickpea crop, but we'll see what happens flowing through the next 5 to 6 weeks through the sowing period.
And certainly in parts of this region, in Western Victoria and South Australia, it's whether you can put those pulses in. So we'll have to keep tabs on that.
Absolutely. That'll be a close watch over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks.
Thanks so much, Tim. Appreciate the update.
No problem. Thank you.
Timothy Rhook is account manager for Ag Farm. We usually have our grain chat every Wednesday, so we thank him for joining us.